Growing up, I had a gay brother. You already knew that. And a gay best friend. So there were times where I thought, I might be on the team too. And I'm not on the team, but I'm kind of like a fan that you can secretly sub in at quarterback. Quick! This man's dying! We need someone to suck the poison out of his dick! Can anyone save him? I mean, I could give it a try. How hard could it be? Oh, it's soft, actually. But I am straight, okay? Despite what all my friends say. There was one time in college where I woke up feeling bisexual. So I went back to bed. I just didn't want to tell my dad. How do you tell a guy from Boston that both of his sons are attracted to men? Hey, Dad. Turns out you're the Larry Bird of having gay sons. Oh, the GOAT? Yeah, the gayest of all time. My dad still thinks that Larry Bird is the greatest basketball player of all time. Like I said, he's from Boston, so he likes white guys a little too much. The real reason I didn't want to tell my dad wasn't because I thought I was gay. It's because I thought he was. I started thinking, so you have only 2 sons, and both of them like dudes. Well, now I know why my mom has such a strong jawline. It's true, she does. She's fucking locked in. One time I asked my dad who his celebrity crush was, and he said, Tom Brady's girlfriend. Tom Brady's girlfriend. Sorry, Dad. Tom Brady's single. No, in his defense, Tom Brady's extremely fuckable. So I never did, he is. So I never did explore my sexuality, but I will say the best date I've ever been on was with a gay guy. My brother. Back in college, we went out to dinner, and at the end of dinner, waitress turns to my brother and she goes, so how long have you two been together? Excuse me? I was pissed. See, I knew we shouldn't have split that soup. And he goes, don't look at me. You're the one who's wearing a pink shirt. For a straight guy, the only thing worse than someone thinking you're on a date with your brother is realizing he's the one they weren't sure was gay. You know things are bad when you're 21 years old and your gay brother has kissed more girls than you. So that night I decided it was time for me to stop dating my brother and start dating girls. The only problem was I was in engineering school. And engineering school is literally just 100 of the most sexually deprived dudes that you've ever met. All fighting over the same 3 girls. Luckily for me, in my last semester, a girl I had never met before was put in my engineering design group. And I really liked this girl. She was an engineering 10, which is any girl who can make eye contact. So I asked her out, and on our first date, I took her on the exact same date I went on with my brother. I even wore that pink shirt. Not as good of a date. But the good news is, I'm still dating her. That's right, I bagged her. Hey, fist bump, bro. This guy's jealous, he's jealous. And getting her to date me was really hard. Her mom's super religious, and her dad hates white guys. About 1.5 years into dating her, we went to Mexico for her cousin's wedding. And not only did the dad not let me stay in the same room as her, I wasn't even in the same hotel. They were all over at the Marriott, and he put me in a La Quinta Inn. If you think La Quintas are bad in America, oh, they're worse in Mexico. Because La Quinta basically translates to you're fucked. When I checked in, they took my bags. And that's it, they took them, they're gone. The day I realized that my girlfriend was the one, and please don't tell her I said that. Well, she is. She's here. It was a few days after our 3rd date. We're walking back from class, and I don't really know what I said. But all of a sudden, she just goes, bitch, shut the fuck up. that blew my mind. Because you don't know my girlfriend, but she's a 5-foot Mexican girl who looks like she's made out of cupcakes and rainbows. And when she said that, it made me feel at home. Growing up, everybody called me a bitch. I had a tough life. But my girlfriend's really great. She really is. Everybody loves my girlfriend, which is actually pretty fucking annoying. Every time I introduce her to a new relative, they go, wow, she's great. You can't fuck this up. Oh, you don't think I know that? Sometimes I feel like if we ever broke up, everyone in my family would take her side. Look, man, you know I love you, but I'm really not supposed to be talking to you right now. Okay, thanks, Dad. She plays the violin in the Evanston Symphony Orchestra. Yeah, give it up. They got a show coming up soon, but that doesn't matter. And I'm a professional TikToker. I watch them all the time. One time she introduced me to her orchestra stand partner, this 65-year-old Jewish man who stands 2 inches in front of your face and spits directly in your eyeballs when you talk to him. And I also happen to be Jewish, so at one point we had a little Eskimo kiss. And he goes, you really got, yeah, you can see it, okay. And he goes, oh my gosh, your girlfriend's amazing, she's the best. Okay, settle the fuck down, bro. As soon as my girlfriend walks away to go to the bathroom, he goes, so what's the plan? What plan? What are you gonna do about that? Are you locking that down? Locking that down? What the fuck is that supposed to mean? He said it like a threat. Like if I didn't propose soon, he would. And with my luck, half of my family would still show up to their wedding. Honestly, at that point, I might just go back to dating my brother, because at least his dad liked me. Speaking of weddings, I recently went to a family wedding. It was a black tie wedding in downtown Boston. I was really excited, and then I found out it was vegetarian. No other options! How do you not have other options? I love chicken. Imagine if a vegetarian came to my wedding, and the only options were breasts, thighs, or wings. No, at my wedding, I'll have a vegetarian option. Cheese. That's it. Vegetarians love cheese. The only difference between vegans and vegetarians is that vegans love animals. Well, vegetarians love animals, but just not as much as they love cheese. For the starter, they brought out a Parmesan soup. I didn't know that Parmesan could be a soup. I thought that was a topping. And it was. They still had a guy walking around sprinkling more on top going, say when, say when. When's this wedding gonna be over? You know the food at a wedding's bad when you gotta pregame it with other food. The guy sitting next to me had 2 chicken cutlet sandwiches before he came. Another guy was in the bathroom selling Slim Jims out of his coat pocket like they were joints. And my poor dad was at the open bar all night trying to order a shrimp cocktail. But they kept giving him tequila sodas, so 4 hours of the party he was just dancing to Bad Bunny and speaking Spanish. And my dad can't speak Spanish. When I say he can, I mean he shouldn't. It's offensive, amigo. After the party, me and my brother were still so hungry that we snuck out to go get chicken fingers from McDonald's, and I'm a little bit of a health nut. So do you know how bad things have to be for me to go to McDonald's? I sniffed out those chicken fingers. I didn't even need directions. I was just running through the streets of Boston going, chicken! Me and chicken are like my girlfriend and that 65-year-old man. Because no matter what you do, I'm gonna end up with it. Thank you guys so much.